Hey guys, welcome back to another review, and today in this video we're doing Season 1, Episode 4 of how to write a good brick film or story, or whatever you're making. Yeah. So, basically, today we're going to be talking about a character arc, and how to make a character arc. A character arc can be hard to get down, especially when you're a beginner, or have just never heard of what that is. So, what you need to do with this is you need to start off your character, introduce your character with something relatable, something that people have to deal with, every day. It needs to be something that's serious, maybe like getting bad grades. Oh yeah, I can relate to that. Or maybe not being able to handle like your work life and your school life. Maybe it's a superhero life too. That's relatable. Not the superhero, but balancing lives. And, it makes the reader invested into the character more. That way you can pull more strings effectively and it'll pull on their heart. So now you've introduced them with something relatable. You need to build upon that with their motivations. Why is this happening to them? Why is there this big problem with them? So essentially now you have a fault in their character. And this character now, like, something's wrong with him, obviously. So, and it can't be mentally, it has to be mentally, but it's not like mental handicap. It's like, say someone is just self-entitled, doesn't think about other people, then over the course of the story, he slowly changes to become a person who cares deeply about someone. And if one person gets hurt in a battle or anything, he'll freak out. So, when you're changing your characters over time, you need to do it slowly and it needs to have reason. Your character just can't change just because of the sake of it. It needs to change for a reason. What I mean by this is that your character doesn't just randomly change. It changes because of the journey that it goes on. So, basically, you need to give reason to it. For example, in Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America turns from this person loving and trusting his government to a bitter man who now realizes the government betrays and is evil. And he learns this the hard way. He learns this through experience with it. And that's what you need to do. The character arc doesn't always have to be for the better. It can be for the worst as well. It just has to be effective, and it has to make sense. And it needs to be satisfying. It's better to have a character arc that goes for the better, because it makes them, it seems like the journey is effective, because the stronger your character arc is, the stronger your story will be, because it'll show that the story can really change the most unbreakable people, and it can warp and twist them into being a better man, or a better person. And that's what you need to articulate in your character arc and in your stories. And your main character isn't the only character who should probably have a character arc. There are still ways to give other characters character arcs, like a lot of times the villain has character arcs, which I really like. And we'll get into villains next episode. But they really have to be something that you can understand and get behind, because if you can't, then it's going to seem unrealistic, and it's going to seem like it's hard to believe, and you never want that to happen to your stories. Even if it's like a Superman script, it still needs to be a good and satisfying character arc. I'm writing a Superman script about a toxic relationship and how Superman needs to get out of it, and that's relatable. And when you see this big powerful moment where he says, you know what, I'm done with you, and he walks away while this person is screaming, you're nothing without me, that's a powerful moment. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out, Cub Scout.